let's go ahead and start. We can come to order.
Arnold.
Here.
Beckwith.
Here.
Farcapisi absent. Flores.
Here.
Kotsinis.
Here.
Hamilton.
Here.
Sutton.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mission statement: to enrich, empower, and enlighten the people of Warren Newport Public Library District. Public comment. Do we have anyone who wishes to speak?
No.
Do we have any written comments?
No, we don't have any correspondence.
All right. Consent agenda. Anyone wish to remove anything from the consent agenda? If not, can I have a motion?
I move the consent agenda be approved as presented.
I second it.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstain? Motion carried. President's report is on page 34. One addition, Ryan and I were just discussing, we're talking about the timeline for the executive director's annual review. We're going to kick that off next month, so that is coming up hot and heavy. We'll send out the timeline before the next committee at the whole meeting. Do we have reports from any other trustees?
I was just at the Somos Lake County event. We had April and Mikey were tabling, so hopefully they got some good interactions with individuals. And it was community-wide, Lake County-wide event to help the Latino community connect with organizations and services that they provide. So just appreciate the library being there.
Do you want to say anything about the ILA conference?
Oh, yes. ILA. It was great. I was there for the trustee day. Did attend the last workshop about spaces and what other libraries have done. I don't have my notes with me, but you know, one of the things they said, which I think you guys have been doing as staff, is one of their biggest advice was just to visit other libraries and talk with the staff and see how they went through their things. But they had 4 specific libraries that presented, and they all had various things to say. And then the other advice was to not give a timeline, which I think is hard because I think the public wants a timeline, but to know that it's not going to happen. And then some of the libraries closed their services, others stayed open. So again, a lot of personal decisions that need to be made and talking about pros and cons for both. So I thought that was very good and informative. And then the keynote speaker was also very good about accessibility, you know, and you know, how does each library know what their community needs and what does accessibility mean for each individual library. So overall, it was a really good experience.
Anyone else? If not, let's move on to our executive director's report.
A couple things I want to highlight in the report. First of all, the Spice Club Take and Make is super cool, and I was talking to Cheryl today about it, and I think that you know the second month in a row those kits went in less than 24 hours. So she's thinking about expanding the number of kits because there seems to be such high demand for it. So it's a small thing, but I think it's a really cool idea for a program. So. We are, Waukegan and Mount Prospect are live in CCS. I want to publicly say thank you to our staff, especially our access services team, because it was even though we weren't going live, you know, we were down, and when we went back live, there was a lot of work to catch up on, and they really did it in record time. I mean, they had everything reshelved and back to normal real fast. So they were very organized. They did a great job with that. So kudos to all the WNPL staff that helped with that. The workshop makerspace opening, we'll get formal invitations out, but that's going to be November 6th at 1 o'clock. I know the time may not be the best, it's the day after the election, but looking at staff scheduling and everything else going on, that was really the one date that really worked. So it'll be something positive to look forward to after a long national election process. So something to look forward to the day after. That will kick off at 1 o'clock. Just a short ribbon cutting ceremony. And the after-school activity continues to be nice. There was one incident in your report. I'll just add a little context to it. There was one teen that slapped another teen, and that's why it was a 30-day suspension. But beyond that, we've, knock on wood, it's been good. So the changes we've made have really, like this far into the year, middle of October. Things can be really positive, so that's great. It really is a different environment compared to last year, so we're really happy about that.
I remembered what my question was because I'm looking over. The blood drive. When did that happen? Was that here?
It was here.
Oh,
I don't know the exact dates. Yeah.
is that something we normally have done? I guess I've never seen that.
No, it's new.
Okay.
Because we're trying to expand, all of our
Oh, yeah.
partner offerings. That was one that Emily brought to us.
Yeah. Do you know if you guys are hosting another one anytime soon? I mean, I would
Don't
love
know
to.
that we have another one
Okay.
on my calendar.
Yeah.
I think it was probably see how this went and then
Yeah.
revisit it.
Any questions about anything else in the reports?
So I noticed that cardholders are up 5%. Is that as a result, you think, of the sign-up month, or?
Yeah, I mean, the sign-up month, we had, over 211 new patrons sign up. So I think it's partially a result of that. But yeah, I mean, that's the one concentrated effort we've done for library card sign-ups. But we want to continue to see that number rise. I mean, we want to, I think maybe, we should have a much higher percentage of, the 67,000 people in the district. So we're continuing to work on that. And that's one of our, metrics that we're focused on as a staff. A lot of things we're doing is to, we want to increase physical circulation. We want to increase door traffic, and that will result hopefully in library card signups. So those are the three things we're really focused on.
One thing though is that when we went to Polaris and we did the reorg, all of our public service staff now know how to issue cards. So anytime we're out of the building, that's an option. Where in the past, we really had to have somebody from our circulation staff who would go with on those things. Now everybody who's doing any sort of outreach can issue cards, and we're really trying to grow it.
Yeah, that makes a big difference. And then Patron Point Verify will go live in November, and what that will allow patrons to do, adult patrons initially, is, because that's the way the system's set up to work. Hopefully we'll get into being able to do it with teens somehow. But 18 or over, the system verifies residency. So it verifies residency, and then someone can get an electronic card without even visiting the library, which is exciting as well. Because there are a lot of patrons, such as Mrs. Livergood, that doesn't come here very often, but avid reader and reads a lot of ebooks. So there are a lot of people. We know there are a lot of patrons like that. So we want to serve them too. We want people to come in, but at the very least, we want them to have a library card, one or the other.
Yeah.
All right, if no other questions, let's talk about old business facility improvement plan, page 47.
You want to lead off? You want me to lead off?
I'll let you lead off for this one, Ryan.
Well, the special meeting was last Tuesday, and I think it was a really productive meeting. What was it? It wasn't even, we had scheduled for 90 minutes, like 75 minutes or so?
Yeah.
And it seemed to me the consensus the board reached is that the board wanted to move forward incorporating the recommendations. And I think, just big picture overview, generally speaking, I think the board liked the short-term and long-term plan, but there were some concerns with the long-term plan, specifically the idea of relocating the children's area. But the consensus of the board was that let's look at how we're doing youth services, and we do need to make some changes. So there were more details in there, but so I think the board is ready to move forward one way or the other with looking at these proposals and taking action.
So I'll go ahead and ask the board, are we okay to go forward with this contract as is here, with the architect then coming in to give us more detailed plans as part of this whole process?
Yes.
All right. In that case, can I get a motion to approve this agreement?
And just, George, before you,
Yes,
before makes a
please.
motion, just to clarify, so there are two proposals in the packet. There is a proposal from Enberg Anderson, and then there is the proposal from Third Way. And the idea behind Third Way is that David and Jamari, who's here, will be part of this process and make sure that what was identified in the space audit report will carry through, in this, whatever Enberg Anderson does, so.
So we're approving two agreements? Is that what I'm hearing?
Or two motions.
Yeah, I mean, you can make two separate motions,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm asking the board to accept both agreements, both proposals in the packet.
Yeah. Let's do these are two separate contracts, then let's do two separate motions, please. Can we have a motion first for the agreement with Enberg Anderson?
I move that the agreement for facility improvement plan, Warren Newport Public Library from Enberg Anderson, do I have to say the amount? For $39,220, be approved as presented.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Who
All right.
second?
I do.
Sure.
George. Thank you.
Can we get a roll call for this one, please?
Farkapisi, absent. Hamilton,
Yeah.
Beckwith, Flores,
Aye.
Arnold,
Aye.
Sutton, Katsinis,
Aye.
ayes have it.
And now can we have a motion for the agreement with Third Way Space?
I move that we agree to the Third Way Space master plan consulting contract for $8,500.
I'll second that.
All right. And I want a roll call for this one too, please.
Farkapisi, absent. Hamilton,
Aye.
Beckwith,
Aye.
Flores,
Aye.
Arnold,
Aye.
Sutton,
Aye.
Katsinis,
Aye.
ayes have it.
All right. Moving forward with a new idea for the library. Very cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Secretary's report on page 59. Or, sorry, did I miss one? Bookmobile update, sorry. Bookmobile update.
Bookmobile update. As I reported to the board, we were having problems communicating with Michael. It turns out, though, that there was some issue with the email. I don't know, when Kathy sent the email, even though it was a zip file, he indicates he didn't receive it, although we didn't get a bounce back. But in any event, we've clarified the communication issues. So it should be posted and promoted for sale sometime this week. So that's, it's bittersweet. The bookmobile has served this community quite well for over 50 years, but it's time for us to continue to innovate, move on, and continue to serve the public. And we're going to continue, as we are doing, and serving the community outside of the building. So that's the update. So I'll let you know where this goes. And we issued a press release. It's on the website. It was sent out to the 3 local papers that cover us. So I didn't see them pick it up, the story or anything like that, but maybe that's still a possibility. But.
Very good. All right. Secretary's report, page 59, under new business. And we had, I can't remember, who was it that was out for this one?
Bonnie was absent.
Okay. Okay. Can you get a motion for this one, please?
I move that the board approve the minutes of public hearing and regular meeting September 17, 2024 as presented.
I'll second. And we'll get a roll call for this one, please.
Hamilton,
Aye.
Beckwith,
Aye.
Farkapisi, absent. Flores,
Aye.
Sutton,
Abstain.
Arnold,
Abstain.
Katsinis,
Aye.
ayes have it.
All right. Next, page 60, page, yeah, page 65. I'm trying to keep track of my pages.
I move that the board approve the minutes of the special meeting from October 8th, 2024 as presented.
I'll second that.
All right, roll call again.
Flores,
Abstain.
Beckwith,
Aye.
Farkapisi, absent, Hamilton,
Aye.
Sutton,
Aye.
Arnold,
Aye.
Katsinis,
Aye.
ayes have it.
All right. Financial statements on page 66. These are financial statements for August.
Okay, so we'll be caught up to our normal schedule.
Okay. And these are on here as a reminder because we did not get a chance to review them during the committee. of the
Right,
whole.
yeah, 2 months into the fiscal year, on average, we should be just under 17% spent. And the explanations on variances are, as always, on page 68. And typically, this early in the year, the variances can be explained because we had these beginning of fiscal year fees, databases, that type of thing.
Any questions on the financial reports?
Yeah, I didn't want to see which account it was, but the capital projects in one of the accounts is 70%
Yeah.
spent. I'm assuming that
Yep.
doesn't include all of the new stuff, or,
Right, yeah, let me see what the,
you have the account number?
because I wonder if.
What page is that on? Like that?
Ledger. So capital.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's probably a
Capital
different,
equipment
it's, I believe it's a
furnishings.
different line in special reserve, and I'll get clarification on that. So, we did have, beyond the changes we're talking about that the board approved in that revised budget, you had, like parking lot resealing, we did the flooring in the meeting room, so those were the early projects, I believe they came out of that. Oh yeah, it's here, building exterior, meeting room floors, parking lot ceilings and striping. I think that the line item is not building capital projects, it's something else, it's like, I could probably look it up actually. Sorry.
I think it's probably,
Yeah, I wonder if that hasn't gotten updated in the financial reports, the change from the budget.
oh,
So
here
I'll,
it is. It's on page 102. So it's in retirement 90, which is on the side. 53050, and then capital
Oops.
projects. And that one particular line is 70%.
yeah, 53010, yeah, that would explain it.
Okay, so those are the projects that,
Okay, exterior, meeting room,
okay, and so there aren't any additional plans, big plans for that particular budget line, I would assume, since it's almost all.
Yeah, almost all of it, yeah.
Let's go back in. Yeah, so let's see.
Yeah, the bigger project we're talking about is in capital equipment and furnishings, which is 53010.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right,
Right up there.
yeah, the 267,000. Okay, I just.
Yeah, no, that's a good catch, because that's confusing. Other questions?
If not, do we have a, sorry. Do we have a motion for the August financial reports?
I move that the monthly financial statements for August 2024 be approved as presented.
A second.
Roll call, please.
Farkapisi, absent. Flores,
Aye.
Beckwith,
Aye.
Sutton,
Aye.
Hamilton,
Aye.
Arnold,
Aye.
Kotsinis,
Aye.
ayes have it.
All right. Item D, Resolution 2024-2025-2, page 121.
Yeah, so as I mentioned in the memo in the board packet, this resolution is part of the Truth in Taxation Act, so we're in compliance. So if we were to levy 5% or more beyond last year's extension, it would require Truth in Taxation Act. We are not levying more than 5%. So, but this number in here is will be the number we'll be levying that's in the resolution. And so then, I believe it's next month is the levy ordinance, right? November?
Yes.
Yeah, so
November.
that's the last of the financial ordinances / resolutions that will be passed. Well, we will do the abatement, that's in January, February, so they'll be on that. And then we'll get into budget season again, we'll start playing the budget, so it's just a cycle.
Always just do
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always fun.
Always.
All right. Do we have a motion for the resolution?
Yeah, I'll move that the resolution 2024-2025-2 to determine the estimate of funds needed for fiscal year 2024-2025 be approved as presented.
I'll second.
All right, roll call for this one, please.
Beckwith,
Aye.
Hamilton,
Aye.
Farkapisi, absent. Flores,
Aye.
Arnold,
Aye.
Sutton,
Aye.
Kotsinis,
Aye.
ayes have it.
All right. Other potentially actionable items for November regular meeting.
Oh, because we won't have a committee of the whole.
We will. We will.
12 and 19.
Oh, yeah.
We moved it.
Yeah, friendly reminder, it's the 12th, so.
12th, right.
One thing I want to make sure we add, I don't know if you got the notice or if anybody else here got the notice, the legislative meetups are back on the agenda.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
December 3rd.
Yes, I did.
So we'll be looking for volunteers to attend.
And that's
December
in
3rd.
That's in Northbrook. It's, I think it's, is it 8 a.m., I think? It's not super early, but it's not
Yeah, it's-
late.
I'm sorry. Say again what it is, George, it's the
Legislative breakfast.
legislative.
Yeah.
Breakfast, yeah, I didn't hear breakfast.
Yeah, this is a chance to meet up with our local legislators to talk about how they can help our libraries.
And if you want to register for that, we'll send out more information, because I think registration's open. I think it just opened
Yeah,
like
it's
this
open.
past week, yeah. So, we'll send it an invite, so it'll be in your email tomorrow.
Anything else that anyone wants to add for the next meeting? If not, moving on to public forum. Do we have anyone who wants to speak in public forum? All right, announcements?
Just to add, again, I know I said it, but the ribbon cutting ceremony for the workshop, November 6th at 1 o'clock. And we'll send out invitations.
I wanted to mention too that I went to ILA last week as well, and in addition to the accessibility that you were talking about, there was another presentation about inclusive design from an architect that I listened to. So it'll be interesting when we talk to Joe and David to include things that are not just legally mandated, but other ways that we can be accessible.
Yeah.
So I was really excited and came away with a lot of really good information.
It's interesting because one of the best presentations I've ever seen at an ILA conference was this same gentleman that Rebecca saw at this event that she went to. So we were
Oh, yeah.
trading notes because he was really excellent.
All right. If there's nothing, no other announcements, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstained? We're adjourned at 7:26.
Folks, the record.